Hey, my wonderful friends, it's me again, Great. Great, one more great, and one more great countryman. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on another video. Now, you have this picture here in front of you. It says after 2 decades of killing, sentenced to murder to life for killing Dole Chadee's brother. 8 men were freed by the High Court Judge, Mr. Godfrey. And the reason why I am doing this video is to draw a comparison towards this case that's going on in Jamaica. In this case, the Vybz Kartel case, I read through this Dole Chadee brother case right here, and while going through it, there's a couple points that jumped out at me, and it just brings me right back in mind of the Vybz Kartel case. And I'm gonna try and explain this with clarity, what I am seeing with the comparison to Vybz Kartel. Buram is a pig farmer, and that's Dole Chadee brother. So this was the man that was kidnapped and murdered back in 1997, and the famous 10, them get charged with it. Now, there was a ruling, and this is how it affects, not affect, but when I saw this, and we look at the Vybz Kartel case, I'm thinking the only way Vybz Kartel can get out of jail like these 10 guys right here, unless this happens. Now, look at the screen in front of you. In the Buram case, in June 2011, the state's main witness, I want you guys to listen to this, just like Vybz Kartel, he has a witness in his case. Now, in this case, the state main witness in their case, Junior Grandison, gave a sworn statement in which he claimed he was coerced by Buram, other brother, and by a guy named Pandial into implicating the men them who he identified. This is what the witness said. Let me go through it again. The witness, the main witness in the Buram case, claimed that he was coerced by Buram brother, other brother, and Pandial into implicating the men, who was identified by another witness. He said that he met the man while he was in prison, Grandison, and decided to jump into the deal because the charges against Grandison was dropped in exchange for the witness, for the testimony. Now, look at the screen right there. The appeal court rejected the phone recording and rejected the main evidence of the witness, saying that he was coerced. Now, while the judges agreed that it was Grandison, this is what's written there on the recording, they said he was being led by somebody by the name of Maraja. Now, in October 2021, listen to this, the Privy Council rejected their appeal over the Court of Appeal decision. The Court of Appeal did not apply too big of a test of credibility when deciding whether or not to admit fresh evidence. The court analysis was comprehensive and necessary robust, said the judge, Julia McClure. Although the Privy Council refused the group's attempt to overturn their conviction, it eventually upheld their appeal over the life sentence based on the landmark ruling in the appeal court of in 1982 of former death row inmates who were sentenced and were similarly commuted. In that case, the Privy Council agreed with the Court of Appeal view that such convicts should not have given a blanket sentence of life in prison, but rather should have been given a defined term of imprisonment based on unique circumstances of the case. So what the judge was saying, I'm going to try and translate this. The judges them is saying, given the fact that the case is iffy and the witness is coming back and forth saying this and that, the sentencing should not have been sentenced to death or life imprisonment. It should have been a little bit more lenient. That's what I'm getting from this. So you see what the Privy Council did in this case. They said that the sentencing was unjust because of the situation in case. Now, they rejected a lot of things, but they still listened to the recording and stuff like that. So what they did, they sent the case back to the Court of Appeal for resentencing. And this is where Justice Henderson, what he did, he made all of these guys walk free. Before I go any further and tell you what Justice Henderson said, I want to say my hat's off to this judge. This judge, what he did, he looked at the law, looked at the violation of these guys' rights in terms of not getting their cases reviewed, amongst other things. And I've said it before, the law is the judge is the law. So whatever the judge say is the law. So in this case, Justice Henderson let these guys go. Yo, big up Justice Henderson, dog. Yo, me love you, my lord. You understand? Keep up the good work. Yo, countryman is in your corner. He said, this is what he said. In this case, various reports submitted on behalf of the prisoners suggest that each of them is capable of rehabilitation. I therefore do not find that this case warrants a life sentence or life in prison, he said. Justice Henderson then applied one of the 33 discounts on their sentence based on reports from the prison official. He examined their risk, he checked their prison records, and he said these guys can be rehabilitated. The justice also had to consider whether the men should receive any relief for future failure of prison authorities to conduct sentence review every 4 years. So pretty much what's going on in this case, the judge is upset at the prison, he's upset at certain things, and what he did, he listened to the Privy Council for resentencing, and you could tell when this judge was doing his ruling, he just kept on getting more and more pissed off. He set these men free. So, for Vybz Kartel, what I am trying to say, if a witness that's in the case came up and say, okay, I was coerced, and recant or took back the witness statement, I think Vybz Kartel would stood a better chance. And that's why I'm doing this video. Because these guys, they didn't win their appeal. They won their resentencing from the Privy Council, which sent it back down to the lower courts in Trinidad to deal with it. And what happened? The judge set them free, and the judge is even considering if the prison system should be sanctioned. And like I said, I feel if Vybz Kartel witness comes in and say, listen, I was coerced, that's the only way Vybz Kartel is gonna get out of jail. So I think this case is a good test case to look at what's gonna happen to Vybz Kartel when the judge them make their ruling. Listen, I hope you guys understand. I hope I break it down. My name is Countryman. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on another video. Peace, I'm out.